Hi students, how are you all? I hope you all will be fine. So with that hope, I would like to start the chapter 1 for computer application students. The name of the chapter 1 is Multimedia and Desktop Publishing. And this is the first time you are going to watch my class through online. I'm very excited about it. So let me start the chapter 1, Multimedia and Desktop Publishing. So here, what is mean by multimedia? If you break down the word multimedia into two terms, one is multi, another one is medium. Here, multi refers to many, that is, at least two kinds of medium will be there. And here, media is the plural form of medium. So, medium, it is nothing but it is a communication tool to share the information among the people. So next one, what does multimedia allows the users? With the help of multimedia, you can combine. With the help of multimedia, you can combine different forms of medium into a single platform. The platform may be a software or hardware, and the data are you can combine the data like image, text, graphics, video, audio into a single platform. The single platform may be a software or hardware. The examples of software for a single platform is Filmora, Cyberlink, Cam Studio. These are all the examples for software single platform. So next one is components of multimedia, and the multimedia has five major components. One is text, images, sound, video and animation. Here we can classify the component into two types: dynamic elements and static elements. Video, animation, audio, these are all comes under dynamic elements. Text and graphics comes under static elements. So what is meant by dynamic elements and static elements? Dynamic elements, the appearance of the element would be changed each and every fraction of a time, that is called dynamic elements. Static elements, and it remains constant, it never changes, that is what known as here static element. So next one, text. So what is meant by text? What we are looking in our textbook, newspaper, these are all comes under text. So text is the basic component of multimedia, and it is the most common way to communicate the information among the people. Even though we are using audio, video, graphics, animation in multimedia, the text is the basic element or component of multimedia. So next one is types of text. Here we can classify the text into two types. One is static text, another one is hypertext. So what is meant by static text? What we are looking in our book, textbook or a magazine or a weekly magazine, monthly magazine, the in that magazine what they have given as a topic or a paragraph, that will comes under static text. And Here, what is meant by static? I already told you, static means it remains constant, it never changes its appearance, that is what known as here static text. So next one is hypertext. So hypertext have number of nodes, and the nodes contains link among the nodes. And here the color of the hypertext will be blue and it would be underlined, and when you click the hypertext, and it will redirect you into the specified linked page. And hypertext will be created by the user, and the hypertext allows the user to give their specified path, that is what known as here hypertext. Here I am going to show you an example for hypertext. When you click the hypertext, and it will redirect you to the specified linked page, and when you move the cursor to the hypertext, and the cursor symbol changes into hand symbol. So now I'm gonna show you an example. You just look here. When I'm going to click the hypertext, and it will forward me to the specified linked page. Here I have given in the hypertext with Google's search engine. As I'm clicking the hypertext, and it will redirect me, it will forward it to me to the specified link page of Google's search engine. This is what the use of hypertext. So next one we are going to see, the next component is images. Images acts a vital role in multimedia, and it generated by the computer in two ways. The images are generated by the computer in two ways. One is bitmap or raster images. So next one is vector images. So here what is meant by bitmap or raster images and vector images? The first one, bitmap or raster images. The most comprehensive and common form of storing images in computer is known as bitmap image. The matrix of tiny dots called pixels. The tiny dots are called pixels, combines and forms an image. The tiny dots combined together and forms an image called bitmap image. And we can determine the depth of the color and number of colors by using in bitmap image based on how much data we are using for the image. And here pixels contains two or more colors. Each pixels contain two or more colors, and one bit contains two colors. One bit contains two colors. So 4 means 16 colors and 2 means 256 colors. Sorry, 8 means 256 colors. So next one is picture images. So the drawing of lines, rectangle shape, diamond shape, these are all comes under vector images. Compared with the bitmap image, vector image required less space. Vector images require less space to store the image. And the difference between the raster image and vector image is, when you zooming, when you magnifying the raster image, the pixels of the image will be break down. When you magnifying the vector image, the pixels never break down. That is the difference between vector image and raster images. Photoshop can handle bitmap or raster images. CorelDRAW can handle vector images. So the next one is animation. So here what is mean by animation? So animation, it is nothing, displaying a still images quickly so that give impressions to in continuous movement. That is what called animation. So if you are forwarding or backwarding, if you are moving an object, a still image right to left or left to right, that is what called as here animation. So least frame for animation is 16 fps, that is frames per second. For natural look, for the animation, for natural look we have to give 25 frames per second. So next one is looks of animation. So here two looks of animations are there. One is two dimensional, another one is three dimensional. So the two dimensional animation images brings an image alive, and it will occur on the flat x-axis and y-axis. So next one is three-dimensional animation. The three-dimensional animated images lies between three axes, that is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So next one is types of animation. We can classify the types of animations in two types. One is path animation, another one is frame animation. So next one. So what is path animation? What is frame animation? The path animation, it involves moving an object on a screen that has a constant background. The background of the path animation never changes, it remains constant, and that moving object also constant, it never changes. And next one is frame animation. Frame animation allows the user to move multiple objects simultaneously, and the background has been changes, the background also changes. That is the difference between path animation and frame animation. So next one is sound. It is a meaningful speech in any language. It is the most serious element in multimedia, and it provides us pleasure of music, special effects and so on. In multimedia we can add a music or else special effects into the single platform. And next one is decibel, is the unit to measure the volume of sound and pressure level of the sound. So next one is MIDI, musical instrument digital identifier, and it is the standard communication tool developed for the computers and electronic instruments, and it is very flexible and very easy to composing the projects in multimedia. MIDI requires tools for synthesizing sound and software sequencing sound. The MIDI requires tools, which means hardware and software, to creating the sound and to synthesize the sound. So next one is digital audio. What is digital audio? Digital audio is a sampling sound from a long time audio from first fraction to nth fraction. The main objective of taking sampling sound is to determine the depth and quality of the sound. So next one is video. It is defined as the display of recorded event or scene, and it is the most powerful way to communicate the information, and it can be of two types. We can classify the video into two types. One is analog video, another one is digital video. And the analog video is nothing but this is the video stored in any non-computer media, and non-computer media, it is nothing but the analog video can be recorded into videotape, laser discs, film strip, and etc. And the analog video furtherly divided into two types. One is composite video, another one is composite analog video. What is meant by composite analog video? The composite analog video has all the video components like color, brightness, and synchronization. Due to the combining of the components of video, the quality of the composite analog video will be less. And examples of composite analog video is VHS or and Betamax. VHS, it is nothing but video home screen, and today only we are using DVD or CD to watch the cinemas or movies. When I was small, on those days we used to watch VCR cassette for watching the movie. That is the best example of composite analog video. And with this we will end up today's session. I hope you all understood very well, and we will see the next class in the continuation of this chapter. Thank you.